Nah, I'm just kidding. Hey, and welcome to the Golden Fool, Garrett, or whatever you want to call me, plays The Binding of Isaac Repentance again. We're slowly building up the streak again to the colossal number 8. Hopefully we can actually retain it this time. I think this is the last run we have to do before we start playing. Well, no, now we start unlocking the post-its. Kane, I'm okay with. I thought it was going to make me play Maggie. That's the one thing I don't want, is to play Maggie. How's everybody doing today? It's me, ya boy, and for some reason I'm having a fear all of a sudden that none of the audio is working, so let me check on that real quick. Hey. When you do a stupid bit to start an episode, it ends up making you think you fucked everything up, because I have had situations where I've done that, where I've tried out things and then end up ruining entire other pieces of content, which is not hard to do. It's honestly one of my worst fears, to get through a whole episode of the series and realize that my mic wasn't recording for whatever reason. I know that because my computer is still on the fritz, my laptop is having a hard time keeping the latency between me talking and the actual camera down, so you might see some of that. I could like Bane mask it up and then you wouldn't be able to see my mouth anymore, but I've been told to never ASMR again, so I guess I won't be. Also, mutant spider is, excuse my language, pretty gosh darn significant. Frick, dude. You ever realize, maybe it's just me, that you just completely change your vernacular around certain people? I think the term is code switching, but I learned that from Big Mouth, and that might be a cultural thing instead of like just a dude changing the way he talks around people type of thing. Either way, as long as it isn't culturally insensitive, I'm going to choose to refer to it as code switching right now. One of the ways that I see it manifest in myself is that when I'm around my mom, I do cuss, but a lot less frequently, and I say frick so much more than I say fuck or anything like that. And it's weird because I still do say fuck and everything like that occasionally, but most of the time I keep it as Supersonic Sammy fan as possible, because I've learned that my actions have consequences. Dry baby. That's really good. Another one is when I'm around my dad, I tend to talk a little bit more like this, and I don't know why. Also, people that people that I work with, I kind of talk like this a little bit too. Just the slightest country twang, country tang, dude. That's what I'm looking for, ladies. I'm talking about the drink, dude. The one with the orangutan from the 90s commercials. Can we talk about how genius that is, by the way? Orangutan. Although it always made me not want the drink, because I assumed that the beverage had something to do with manufacturing with a chimpanzee, whether it was chimp juice. That was a dumb shot. Chimp juice, or perhaps chimp urine. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I do things like that, and I guess everybody probably does it a little bit, right? I've talked to a lot of people who do it. I know a lot of my friends, when they go back home to where we're from, West Tennessee. There you go, more info for you. Hope you're writing all this down, man. But we all do like the country twang thing, and we all are super embarrassed by it. Some of my friends don't do it, but a lot of them do, and it's so funny to see it come out in them. I know I do it as well when I'm in like a spot of authority, which I hate to be in, but like when I am like working with these kids, I'll be like, Ethan, get off the freaking table, you know? Jump down off that cabinet onto this trampoline and do a backflip, you know? You know how it is when you're commanding kids to do things. But yeah, I think everybody probably does that, and if not, then maybe I'm just a freaking weirdo. That was a Zoidberg keeper, and that's fucking adorable. But let's get the frick out of here, dude. When will you learn? When will you learn? So, Yeah, today is Wednesday. I'm doing a classic recording on the day that it goes up. You probably noticed, hey, a video actually came out on time last week on Friday. Yes, isn't that crazy that I actually recorded 2 at once? And then here we back are. I have time to do it, man. I'm just prioritized with other things like Yu-Gi-Oh, baby. And we'll get into talking about that. I know everybody's really eager to hear about how that saga of my life is going. But this Friday, so 2 days from now, I will be going to New York for a business week. The trip will not be business related, but I will be gone for a business week. Normal people could say 5 days, but hey, people could also say, hey, my baby is 2.5 years old instead of, 18 months. So I think I get a pass, personally. Oh, why did I almost go back in that? Either way, I'll be there. I genuinely don't think that I'm going to have time to record enough to put out content for the time that I'll be gone. I won't be gone super long. I think I'm coming back Wednesday. I'll have to check my frickin' itinerary, which is something I never thought I'd say. That's really cool. I haven't been on a plane since I was like 10, so this is really exciting for me, and I've never been to New York, and I get to see an old friend of mine. So overall, it's a really exciting situation. If only I had gone to that room before I did all that. Stitches, it's slept on. It's basically flying without the benefits of flying. But like we can get to shit that we normally wouldn't get to, but also crawl spaces that have hidden things. Or things that are outside of your reach are pretty good. Also, it does a little bit of damage. So don't sleep on Stitches, man. Obviously, there's other choices, but for instance, we are going to sleep on Stitches and get the mystery gift instead. But yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any uploads next week whatsoever. I don't even know if there's going to be an upload for Friday, because I've been working so hard on these videos, man, and so I need a little break. But yeah, we'll get back to our regularly scheduled programming when I get back. I just wanted to make sure that everybody was kind of aware that this might be the last time you see me for about a week. We will see how it goes. If I feel like recording another one tonight, I will. I have the smallest window of time Thursday after school before my Yu-Gi-Oh tournament priorities that I could maybe record an Isaac or two. But again, it's just all going to come down to how I'm feeling. I'm not going to force myself. Okay, looks like we're taking Mystery Box with us. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is good. HP? HP. I am more likely to take a deal with the devil now. 2 hearts is good. I think we'll take strength because I'm more likely to take a deal with the devil now, even though our next deal is an angel, and we might not even be holding this card by the time we get to the next devil deal, but we'll see. But yeah, I might be able to record an extra one today. I have to go to school and start... I have to start studying for a fucking stats exam. So if anybody knows anything about hypothesis testing or descriptive statistics, you could probably help me out a little bit by pretending to be me. It's not that hard. Just kind of hunch your back over like you're born in Notre Dame, and occasionally talk with a country accent, especially when your dad's around or if you're in charge of somebody. Always wear the same goofy hat everywhere you go, no matter what time of the year it is or what condition it is. And yeah, you pretty much nailed it. I mean, stream on Twitch once a year if you feel like it. Don't push yourself too hard, man. I know I've probably talked about this in the past, but I would really like to stream more. I do think I like recording. Well, no, they're probably just different for me entirely. I was going to say I think I like recording more, but they're different. We're Cain, so we take pills. But I do miss streaming because it's really like just getting to hang out with your internet friends is all it really is. And I miss my internet friends. I don't really get to see them ever because they're our internet friends. We already have better pills, so we don't need PhD. Don't need the Bible. Come on, man. Give me one good thing. Even if it's just a spirit heart. Hey! Big dry baby! Thick baby! Maybe not. But someday when I'm through with all this schooling and all the extracurricular activities of life, I hope to return to streaming more often and everything. I've just had to, I think I even said this exact thing, but I just had to prioritize what's important to me. Like, realistically, if I could live my life the exact way I wanted to right now, I would be streaming for a living, or recording for a living, probably, and be in a band, living in the UK, most likely. That is the hope to get to there, and it sucks to not be able to do that in my 20s. I'm going to have to plan all that for my 30s, man, but that is the plan eventually. I want to make music and do stuff like that. Okay. Alright. Okay. I think what we're going to take here is Pashal Candle. Yeah, I think we made the right choice. Wafer was also pretty good. I think there's an argument for prayer card, and I don't remember what the bottom left was, but I don't think it was very good. Unless I got it confused for the item that gets rid of all, like, tier bad items in Isaac. In which case, frick, dude. But this run is officially insane. What a perfect way to end the Mom's Heart saga and enter the ALIIIVE saga. But yeah, that's what I'll do someday when I actually have my life together. Of course, I'll still be going to Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments and such as well. But damn, puzzle steal again. Okay.
I can see forever.
But that's a someday in the future thing, and I have high hopes for it. All I can do right now, right, is just enjoy my life as much as possible while I'm living in this current section, because I'm not in the UK and I'm not living, I'm not, unfortunately, in a position where I can be in a band and dedicate myself to that and streaming as much as I can. But maybe we can make all that happen someday, and that's kind of the dream. Of course, I'd like to be a psychologist too. That's going to be the more sturdy and more likely outcome for my life than streaming for a living. Plus, I feel like I could really, there's something to be said about providing entertainment and positivity and just joy in people's life through that. If I could be so non-humble as to say that I bring that to somebody with these videos, I don't know. But I think I could make a large difference by being a practicing therapist and helping out the psychological community at large, whether that be through research or just practicing, or I would love to change healthcare laws to make it so that I should have donated everything. I'd love to change healthcare laws to make it so that pretty much anybody who seeks mental help can get mental help. There's no telling how I'll be able to do that. There's only so much change that one man can make, but I can still try, and that's the hope. I have two basic dreams, basically, and that's to make it so that mental health is better, just across the board. No, and by that I mean in any small amount of way, whether that's helping one individual or making mental health accessible to a fuck ton of individuals over the course of my life, either through having, I don't know how I'm going to do any of this, man. I'm just a kid, basically, even though I'm 26. There's more personal information for you. Whether that's through making my services as cheap as possible, or through changing it so that, mental health is as regular and available as physical health checkups. I've kind of said it at some points that, like, what if when you went to the doctor you got a small, on top of physicals, what if you also once or twice a year went to go get like a nice little 1 hour long mental health exam where you kind of talk about things and you see if there's anything that you really need to address. It's hard to evaluate that kind of thing in an hour, but it's probably better than what we're doing now, which is a ton of people just either A, don't address their mental health, or B, don't get to address their mental health. Yeah, we're gonna balls of steel just for the half ball. Fuck. I don't know. I'd like to improve that in some regard. We're gonna see how that ends up being. But I know that I could be a good therapist, and I know that I will be a good therapist. That's just years and years down the line. I'm very empathetic, as well as I'm an imp, and I'm pathetic. I'm very good at listening, I'd like to believe, and I'm good at helping with cognitive processing, like helping people get things out of their head that just kind of bounce around in their head too much. But I don't know. You know, maybe I'm a little too full of myself. Maybe that's my ego talking largely. But fuck, I'd like to think that I will help somebody and provide a use to society in a positive way. You know, that's that dream. The other dream is to be creatively fulfilled, right? To oh no, we don't take. We probably should take. Hey, I'm glad we didn't take, because we got DDL. We got BDDL, Big Daddy Long Legs. But yeah, to be creatively fulfilled through endeavors such as, you know, playing video games online for entertainment purposes, or recording music. I don't have dreams like I used to, where I wanted to play for big audiences and, like, you know, conquer the world with my music and be rich and famous and everything. You know, basically become a dictator ruling through sonic purposes alone. Now I really want to just write things that mean a lot to me. I'm a lot less worried about other people's opinions of my music. Of course, I like to share my music and be like, hey, what do you think? Did you like that? Because who isn't that way, right? But I'm a lot more concerned with how my music makes me feel in writing to fulfill myself. And I've had fun with the past little bit of recording music that I've gotten to do. Also, if you find me just talking about myself here today incredibly boring, give it a few weeks and I'll be doing wacky, zany commentary and making jokes and everything. But like I said, you're going to get 50 Shades of Garrett here. I'd rather just write music, and I'd like to be in a band and play shows and have people resonate with my music and stuff like that, but not for the ego like I used to want. Writing music back in the day was a lot more egotistical and career focused, and I think it really hurt some of my friendships and definitely hurt some of the music that I wrote. And to me, it just didn't make much sense to kind of live that way. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do and come up with, and how I'll live in the future and what I'll do. But those are the dreams, I guess. You know. And now you know my cool fucking backstory. If you haven't seen Smiling Friends, do yourself a favor and go watch Smiling Friends. Turn my bullshit content off and go watch as much Smiling Friends as you can. It's on HBO Max now, or the Adult Swim website if you're one of the 3 people who has a cable subscription still. I believe it's on there as well. God damn, it's so good, man. Not like groundbreaking new levels of show that will change the scape of animation forever, but it's really good. At the end of the day, it's really funny, and I think that's all that a show like that really needs to be. You know, that's my humble little opinion, but that's me. So I'm going to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament tomorrow. That's right, we're here. I'm going to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament tomorrow with a different mindset than I went to the last tournament with, and some different cards, which is almost just as important. But so without getting too much into the details, I have found a new deck, a new passion that I'm going to try out, and I'm hoping that it actually leads to success this time. Last week, I had this weird problem where the dude that I sat across the table from didn't really pay attention to me at all. The whole time, he was talking to a dude who sat next to him. And I'm gonna describe that behavior as fucking rude. And I get it, man. It's like a child's card game, but we came here to play and be competitive, man. So how about we focus on each other and you don't talk about your fucking how well your Roth IRA. I think he was talking about how well his Roth IRA is performing and how he's gonna become the head assistant coach at his nearby fucking school that he works at. And if you're listening to this, you know who you are. I think you were a bit rude, and that's right. I said it. I'll never say it to your face, but I'll confront you in an Isaac video any day. Bud, put up your dukes. Fucking 1v1 me. Because I am the man who is here to destroy your mother's own heart, sir. But I hope I don't have to really go up against him again. And I'm thinking maybe I should call him out, because like, I don't know. That made me feel so weird and out of place. That like, hold on. It lives. Let's fucking go! How did I get the burning basement for that? Maybe that's just part of it. But yeah, no, it made me feel weird and out of place because, like, I felt like I wasn't... And I know this is, like, a own personal issue, but I felt like I wasn't fucking worth paying attention to. Like, I was just so easy to beat and squash that, like, he could just conversate with his friend the whole time. Like, I don't mind a little conversation here and there, but just fucking pay attention to what you're doing. Show some interest in the current interaction that we're having. Even beyond, like, a fucking, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. Like, if you're talking to me, if you're talking to me, talk to me, dog. Like, don't fucking... God, it was so awkward and weird. And it's completely juxtaposed by other people at the shop who are the friendliest people and are there to make friends. My roommate and I were talking about this the other day, but I think that's like the make or break of most hobbies. Like, if you are trying to get into a hobby and all the people who practice the hobby aren't welcoming and, you know, ready to engage with you, you're probably not going to want to do it. You're going to be like, man, this is a bunch of fucking jerks who think they know it all. I don't want to participate in this. And it makes me worried about the health of the hobby that I like participating in, but I'm probably thinking too much about it. But either way, don't be a fucking jerk. Just, you know, focus on me. Give me all your attention. I don't get enough of it here in my own personal Isaac videos that I record for the internet. Also, I don't think this is a negative unlock, but I think this will be very close. So, fucking freaking Paggers, dude. It's a Paggers. And thank you for being here on my journey and listening to me complain about Yu-Gi-Oh! This time. That's Dark Boy if I hadn't already gotten it. Perfection, though. Let's see it. I did unlock the negative. Wow. What a fucking monumental episode. So we've unlocked It Lives and the negative back-to-back in one episode. Streak of 3. We can't start playing hard mode yet because we don't have final endings, but we are... Oh, no, we have Satan. All right, we got to unlock on... Got to figure out the Polaroid, which we are missing, it looks like, what, 3 runs of, maybe? And we will do that. Alright, but for now, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will make another one soon. Be back with you, even if it's after New York, but we'll figure that out. Either way, hope you had a great time. I've been Garrett of TheGoldenFool, whatever you want to call me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.